At the last lousy moments of love, he wanted to tell me the truth. At the last lousy rotten moments of love, he wanted to tell me the truth about me. Of course, thanks, I need this. At the last lousy moments of love, he wanted to tell me that I wasn't doing too well. I was eating and drinking and talking too much. He wanted to tell me as a friend at the end of those last lousy moments of love. He wanted to tell me he was leaving. He'd waited too long to tell me that I was self-righteous, even when I wasn't wrong. And we spoke about friendship till our friends gave me up as a friend for the season. For which reason he wanted to tell me this truth. He wanted to tell me these things as a friend, thanks. He wanted to tell me, but he didn't in the end. At those last lousy moments of love, he said it all with his body to my best friend.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Oh, good, they had a live audience.
I think they borrowed that chair from the set for View from the Ridge, which we just saw.
There were words that were incorrect. Last writhing, rotten. That should be exact. You know, I believe in being courteous to the lyricist, and just a couple of those things. Her diction was excellent. You got everything. That fine job. Tempo was too slow.
Way too slow.
Way too slow. It doesn't have that sharpness it should have. Her feeling is. It's very settled in. That's very believable.
Yeah.
Brava on that. But she does need to pay attention to the exactness of some of the musical.
Yeah, well, I mean, she missed a beat
timings.
here and there. I mean, things like that were a little on the sloppy side. What was good was their excellent diction, and I quite agree with you about that. I think the trouble with this, she came in with a very heavy irony at the beginning, and then you have no place to go after that. If you start out with the whole, anger in the first couple of words, why do the rest of the song? You have to let it build itself, and it will build. And the fun part is to find out she finally, he said it. He never talked to her. He never said any of it.
Right.
She knew she was going to,
Yeah.
but he didn't. So he just did the standard thing, went off with her best friend, which happens all the time. And so I mean, that was fine. So that was part of the irony of the whole thing. But it's got to be not heavily pushed
At
all
the
the
beginning,
time.
you could start out. I'm trying to think who I used when I was doing it at first to tell. I guess you're talking to the audience, but you can start out talking to. She should address a friend, someone she knows really well. So you wouldn't come into the friend, the irony at the very beginning. You'd say, "Honey, look, I want to tell you this story," and then it deepens as it goes. At the end, it was hard to beat what she was doing at the end. The feeling,
Yeah.
it was really. Bitter but ironic and sarcastic, all those things.
Yeah.
So if she started from a little cleaner emotional attitude,
Rueful to start
yeah,
with, going to
rather
actually,
than,
right. Otherwise,
hit it so hard.
It is so hard to be, and you have no place to go to
Yeah.
from there. So that sort of is what poses things down. Yeah, most of the tempo was a problem, but I think her basic stance was very good. Yeah,
Great.
Yeah, and I'd love to know what the rest of the program was. They probably programmed pretty interestingly.
yeah.